on the Wonderland amusement park that was on Lake Street. And I grew up in South Minneapolis, and when I was in 6th grade, I went to Longfellow School, elementary school, which is on 31st and 31st. Lake Street is 30th Street. And so this is 1 block south of Lake Street. And I sat in this corner classroom, and the teacher said that there was an amusement park across the street. And the only building left from it is that building on the corner over there, and that it used to be an infirmary for babies, where they were doing, because they, anyhow, they had incubator babies in there. And the amusement parks, one of the first amusement parks was on Coney Island, and they had incubator was just coming around then, around the turn of the century or before, and they had a incubator display there, and people would pay to see it. And so then this gentleman built a amusement park in 1905 called Wonderland that was on 4 square blocks, or 4 rectangular blocks between 30th, 31st, and 33rd and Lake. And there's postcards on it and information on the internet, and I'll read you kind of what was in the park here, and then I'll pass some of these around. This is called Twin City Wonderland, midway between Minneapolis and St. Paul, Selby Avenue, Lake Street, interurban, to which all cars transfer. And this was on the streetcar line. And so that was important. They put it so that people could get to it before the automobile. You know, in 1905, there were very few automobiles in anywhere, especially around here. It says, Wonderland is the greatest amusement resort in the Northwest. Every visitor in the Twin Cities should see it. Wonderland is an aggravation of amusement or recreation devices which furnish sane, helpful diversion. Ladies and children can attend without escorts and be certain to be free from any annoyances, sometimes incident to promiscuous gatherings.
Streets changed a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if there were a bunch of bars on Lake Street or not. But Wonderland amusements are in buildings of artistic architectural design arranged above a broad promenade in the center of which a lagoon, grass plats, flower beds, an electric tower 120 feet high, bandstand, refreshment kiosks with park benches and profusion. No sideshows in tents, freak or fake amusements.
Can we go down and visit?
And some of the things they had in here was a scenic railway, airship swing, an old mill, shooting the chutes, Johnstown flood display, infant incubators, 3rd degree, I don't know what that means, tours of the world, electric tower, arcade, this fits us, House of Nonsense, Misty World, Dancing Pavilion, Laughing Gallery, Edisonia Carousel, which must have been pretty nice. Wonderland cost $250,000 to organize and build. Pay a dime at the gate, and it's yours to enjoy. And it lasted from 1905 to 1912. And the incubator section, there's some pictures here. You can see of the babies, and in 1905, and in that era, only 5% in Minneapolis, only 5% of the babies were born in a hospital. So then, Jim, Noreen, you had you know, it talked about some of the, you know, the mothers that passed away in childbirth, and then children, and you know, there were no incubators for preemies and that. And so it was quite a deal. And the babies that passed away that were buried in that cemetery on Lake and Cedar, that Pioneer Cemetery.
What was the name of that hospital?
There was none.
It wasn't a hospital, it was a.
No, it
but
was
a
just,
baby
it was not a hospital, it
Oh, it was
was
just-
an incubator
Display.
with nurses. And you could, and so your baby could go in there and hopefully, you know, get the size to be brought home. And that was the deal.
It's
So-
an attraction.
And so, I'll pass this around. And here's a picture of the nurses, once you pass that back through that, and that's
So
there.
what's it now? Is it houses?
Yes.
Yes, houses. So from 1905 to 1912, they had this amusement park. And then for 2 years, it was really cold and rainy. And just, you didn't want to go to an amusement park. And Lake Street wasn't paved. So it was all dirt. And you can imagine what that was like, gravel and dirt, when it was raining. So I'll pass some of these around. So he was losing money, and in 1912 he found out that they were going to pave Lake Street, and then he wouldn't, you know, it'd be another problem with people getting to his place. The city's still doing that, you know, paving the street in front of you, and so you'd have, your customers can't get through, or they put a light rail down in front of your place and take all your parking, you know, and so they're still doing the same thing. And so that's kind of the history of Wonderland. And it was on the streetcar line, and the streetcar company was immense. It was big. It went from Stillwater to Excelsior, White Bear Lake to Fort Snelling, and then it went up the west side of the river to the city limits, I believe. And the streetcar company built 2 amusement parks, one in White Bear Lake, which was free, and there was public beach there on the lake. And then they would advertise you could get there on the streetcar. And at the other end on Excelsior, in Lake Minnetonka, you could go to Excelsior and take a boat to Big Island. And then they had a casino out there and stuff. And that didn't last very long, that casino and that. I guess they had a hard time getting people out there. Yes, Charlie?
The town that I grew up in town had a place called the Casino.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was just a little kid back in the early 50s, it was still there. It was an old place. But I think Excelsior had one they called the Casino as well.
Yeah, and there's, I got photos of it up here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one in Mount or Excelsior.